What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This I'm going to bring you a little mini review of a new backpack that I purchased. This is the Patagonia 32-liter black hole backpack. It is the splurge that I recently did, and I'll kind of go over why I purchased this over some of the other options out there. So this retails for $149. It very rarely goes on sale, and this is their rose hip color. They have 4 different color options, and they are often out of stock. So that's the only reason I chose this color. I didn't really have a preference or care. It's kind of a dark red, sometimes looks orange, sometimes looks a dark rose color, just depends on that. So previously I had this, I think this is a 20 or 25 liter backpack from Patagonia that I had for a decent amount of time. And then we also have a diaper bag. So basically I wanted to combine everything into one bag. We have a toddler, we have a new baby on the way, and I just wanted to find a way to combine everything. So I'll go over and get a mini review of this out, the things I like, don't like. First we'll start with the overall design. This is a utilitarian backpack, so there is basically 4 compartments here. So you have a little side compartment where you can store a small amount of stuff. We usually put snacks or something easy that we need to grab in there. I have put a camera lens in there before, so I have fit this in there. It probably isn't the best, most secure spot for it, but I find that this is the easiest to get in and out of. It's the one right here. These very, very large side cup holders. So we have one for our toddler, we got sunscreen, and we got another water bottle over here. So we have very, very large side pockets, which is something that this one has, but they just weren't large enough. So we kind of went with a different route there, something a little bit larger. And then you have multiple compartments here. So you have a very small compartment here to store toddler socks, snacks. I put my camera lens up here before. I try to put heavy stuff in here because that is one negative, is that it's a little bit front heavy, so it does tend to topple over. That may just be how I have things layered in here, but that's another easy access pouch to get to. So the second part, I just noticed that the dehumidifier turned off. I should have turned that off before the video. So the second thing on this is that you have your main compartment, and then you have this side compartment, which they consider like a TSA friendly, something that can easily be opened. I do not like the design of this side back pocket. I just find it's a little difficult to get to. So you have that there. iPad Pro goes in here fairly easily. I haven't tried a 16-inch MacBook Pro in here to see if it will fit, but I'm sure it will. But you're very limited in storage in this compartment. It's mainly for electronic type devices, where you could put other things in there, but this is going straight on your back, so I wouldn't put anything that's going to basically stab you in the back or cause any type of imbalance or make it not a complete flat material. So that's your other compartments. That's the third one. And then you have your fourth major big one here, which has a little zipper thing in here if you want to put your phone. Has a key lock on it. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn the dehumidifier off. Alright, now that we got that off, I should turn that off at the end of the video. But we have diapers, diaper bag, extra clothes, toys, water. We have a beach towel at the bottom because I do use this at times. We got a book. Our toddler loves books right now, so I do have a little book in there, which I take that out often from time to time. But this is a very large compartment, so the overall ability to store stuff in here, I think, is endless. I think you have all kinds of options. You have a little tie down here if you want to tie something off, and you have all these little ties in here if you wanted to strap something to that, like a tripod or anything like that. And then you have just regular straps here, and then you can strap it together. And then I have the Peak Design. I forget what this is called. You can clamp your camera on it, just like that. So the design of it is really good. It's utilitarian, which is a lot of what Patagonia stuff is. As far as durability and life longevity, I have no idea. I've only had it a week. I've only used it twice when we went to the zoo and to the park. But I've been pretty happy with it so far, and I have found that almost all of Patagonia stuff, while you paid $149, you could probably get a cheaper Columbia or North Face one. I feel like their stuff just lasts a little bit longer, so I feel like it's going to withstand the time. This one has been just about everywhere, and it is over 10 years old, and it still looks, for the most part, new. It did need a couple of washes here or there, so it has been washed a couple times on Delicate, and it worked out okay. So overall, I'm really happy with it. This is going to be a bag that is just for if you want something a little bit large without a large profile, so it doesn't look too big. It's probably a little bit waterproof. The only negative that I find is that it does fall forward really, really easily. So probably not a big deal, but something to keep in mind. The 32 liters I find is a perfect medium ground, not too big, not too small. It looks much smaller. Like when I first got it, I was a little bit worried that it would be too small when I opened it up, but it really does fan out here. The more stuff you shove into it, and these side pockets are massive. Like you could probably fit 2 of these in there pretty easily if you wanted. It's just a really, really large compartment to use. The colors, this probably wouldn't have been my first choice, but it's going to grow on me. It's very unique, so you do have that uniqueness there. Very good high quality zippers. It's just built to last, so I think that this will probably last 20 or 30 years if you don't beat it to death, or even if you are a little rough on your stuff, I think it would last there. Comfortable, breathes really easily, so you do have a little bit of kind of a textured checker pattern here where it does have a little bit of breathability. I think that this one is a little bit more, so it does have a little bit same kind of type of texture, but it does seem to be a little bit more breathable on this one than this. So that's it. I will get a more long-term review of this up as I go, but so far I've been really happy with it. You can get it through Patagonia's their worn wear site. I have seen it on there pretty frequently for it's usually between like $79 and $129 depending on what condition it's in. So if you're okay with buying used, I couldn't find one in time, and I really needed this because we've been going to the zoo a lot, and typically we have both of these when we both go, with both me and my wife go, but now I can just we can throw everything in this, and it works really well, and I like it. I like Patagonia stuff. It's probably one of my guilty financial pleasures is buying some of their stuff from time to time. Anything else? I think that's it. If you have any comments, questions, leave them below. The back part is my only thing that I don't really care for because I don't travel a lot with it, especially on a plane or anything. I could see if you were doing some heavy traveling how it would be useful, but to me it's not. That's it. Have a good rest of the day, weekend, whatever's out there, and I'll see you guys next time.